So good afternoon everybody, welcome to Norwich and the Norfolk Broads. Saturday afternoon. I've got 2-3 commissions to do this weekend, so I thought I'd do one of them as a video. I like to do the videos for commissions because obviously if you buy a painting, it's nice to see how it's created and have it that you can keep, show people what you like to do with it. So that's the process of today. What I've got here is a 32 inch by 12 inch canvas. It's got a base of white. I have done previously before a different size canvas when it was in black, but I'm going to do it in white today with a 32 inch by 12 deep edge canvas. The colours I'm going to use are blues, purples, magenta, and then I'll have some extra colours once I get the pattern down that I may add or not add, whichever I feel as the painting moves on. It's one of these paintings where you watch it. It's not about creating what I create, it's about doing your own thing. So different colours, how you want to do it, whether it's a black base or whether it's a white base, it's up to you. So the colours aren't particularly important, it's about the actual painting and the design and the style. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do fairly similar, like a snakish sort of pattern, which will go across the canvas and at both edges where it will be blown over at the edge, and the colours will be added onto it to give you the pattern. Don't worry too much about the initial laying down of the colours, because when you add the colours in and blow out the straw, you can change how the pattern looks by actually blowing the patterns either further one way or further another way or up or down. So the painting will change as you actually go ahead and do it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off with a blue, dark blue, and this is the brave part. This is where you're going to have to work out what you're going to do. I had thought about it where I would lay little bits along the canvas where your ups and downs would come, but I'm fairly much going to try it and see how we get on. So I'm going to come up at this far edge, come out. Don't do it too far to the top or to the bottom. Pretty much like that. That's not too bad. Got like a sapphire blue, which I've used on a previous painting. Top's been a bit temperamental. So again, follow the pattern down. A darker blue, Prussian blue. Then I'm going to put a magenta down on it. Blockage on the top there. Okay, that's going to be temperamental then. And then I'll have blue here. In here I will probably put green somewhere. This is shocking lime green. What I've found with this, which is quite strange, that sometimes when you use it and it dries, it turns from the shocking lime green to like a gold effect. I don't know why, maybe it's colours that you mix it with or something you've done with it. It's just one of these things, I think. I put it on one paint and it was a heart and it was nice and green when it was started, and then obviously when it dried it looked a bit gold, but it turned out quite nice, so it wasn't too bad. So there you go, that's the sort of the format of the actual painting itself. So what we do, like so, and then we use the straw. So this is the bit that you can change the patterns or change what you like to do. So I'm going to go in with this colour. So these are the points where you can actually change the shape of the pattern. So basically you're just laying down layers of paint and building up the pattern as you go along. Don't worry about it at this stage where you think, oh, it's not right, it's not this, it's not that. Just play around with it. And obviously you've laid some of the colours down already, so you've actually got them that you can blow out. So basically you go around all the shapes and that's where you get to this stage and you think, okay, what do I need to add to it? So go to the edges and blow out the edges. So where we got here, blow the colours into other colours to push the colours around. So basically going around each part and blowing the colours till you get the shape, the colour patterns that you want, and the balance of the painting. I do quite a lot of these, and they sell quite well, and every time I do them and I varnish them and we get them ready to wrap up, my partner Carl has a bit of a nightmare with them because she's a bit OCD. So if you're OCD, probably not the painting for you, unless you can get it precise as you want it. But it's like any painting, I think. I do these, I let them dry, and then I put them in the front room and I sit them there for a few days. And I look at it and I think, oh, maybe I should have put that there or this there. It's one of these things. It's an abstract painting. People will look at it in different ways. They'll look at the patterns, they'll look at the shapes, they'll see different things. And I think this is what this style of painting is all about. One of the things I've noticed lately, there seems to be, I'm on a lot of these sites, and I know my paintings can be a bit repetitive, or, you know, people say, oh, well, you know, we've seen it before. Yeah, you've seen it before. I appreciate that. But it's one of these things. It's like any form of art. If you don't like it, move along. But what I find really bad lately is there's a lot of people making comments, not to me, but to other people. And there's a lot of people that are new out there, and they're trying to build a confidence, and they're trying to build the style and what they like to do. And I think sometimes we just need to be a little bit more positive to people, and not, if you don't like it, it's not for you, move on. Don't leave a comment to somebody that, you know, dents their confidence or makes them feel a bit off about not doing it again, because, you know, it's practice. You need to put things out there, you need to be brave about it, you need to try different things, I understand that. But it's all about how you feel and what you want to create and what you want to do as a painting hobby. I think it's quite difficult because there's so many patterns and so many designs and so many techniques out there. You know, if you don't like what somebody's done, move on to somebody else. It's just one of these things. That's my little moan out of the day. It's not particularly about me. I'm big enough and brave enough, and if people want to make a comment, fine. But I do worry about other people, because people are trying this. They're not always going to get the, you know, the desired effect they want. And if you've got something you think's positive, you know, you may help them with it, but don't be nasty. That's my lecture for the day. Just by adding in the orange, it started to build the shapes up, because it's put a brighter colour in, or a contrasting colour into the actual pattern, is what you're looking to do. Like I said with the orange, don't put it in on the initial line when you blow, because it will act with the other colours and it will muddy them out. Put it in at the end as you're starting to get your patterns out. Now with these, what I like to do, if you've got it on a black background, I like to put white in different parts just to pronounce it. And also same with this, on the white, I like to put black in just in little edges, like on this edge here. Oh, I'm obviously having a drama with the tops today. Put a bit of black there. And what it does is it just pulls out the colours and it drags your eye a little bit. Like so. And at this point, you need to look at the actual painting itself. So, the flow. So if I was to look at this painting now, if that camera's shaking, I do apologise. I'd probably put something in here to pull this in, just to balance the effect here. Same here, and maybe here, and possibly up here somewhere. So and drag it out and push it along, so you've actually filled that pattern out a bit. You can blow the white back into it like I did there if the shape's gone out too far. To do over here is put some purple up there. you can go on forever with these, so be careful that you don't go too much. What I would do at this stage is probably leave it for a bit and then come back, because like I said, with most of the paintings that I do, the paint can settle back in to the white at certain points, so it's best to just let it settle and then come back. And I think sometimes when you've been looking at something for too long, you kind of lose perspective. So give it a little break. Try and balance the colours out so that you've got an even sort of contrasting colours. Not one end's got too much blue, the other end's got too much magenta, like this. One thing I would say to you as well is be careful where you finish your pattern on, because if they go over the edge, the paint will fall over and it will drag the pattern with it. So the pattern. So try and keep it in the confines, apart from the bits that you've blown over, of the actual painting itself. When you start off with it, it does look as if it's a bit higgledy-piggledy, and you can panic a little bit with it, but just carry on with the process. Don't put too much in that you're going to muddy the actual painting. Look at the colours you use and how they balance, and look how you're going to blow the colours out to get the shapes that you want to get. Step back as you would from other paintings and have a look at the balance of the painting, see if you're happy with it. So that's basically, one bit I'm not happy about, it's a bit of a top here, but I'll play around with that later. That basically, I think, is very much it. Like I say, I'll come back on this in a couple of hours, and I'll play around with it. I will post it on Facebook. Like I say, if you've seen it before, I'm sorry. Like I say, it's just, as I do these, I like to do them. You may pick things off on different ones. You may get ideas that you'd like to do yourself. And what I do then, so what I'll do in a minute is I'll take the camera down. Like I say, I'm a bit clumsy. If I lose it, I'll post it on Facebook when it's done. But I'll try and get the camera down and give you a better look around. So bear with me. There we go. So, the edge that's flowed over at this side, I think the top end there I probably would add some bit more and pull it back down. And then this edge here. You could, if you wanted, pull the other edges out over and let the painting flow across the paint and canvas. That's something that you'd need to make your own mind up on. But that's come out not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Like I say, I'll post this on Facebook when I've done it and finished, and obviously I'll set the video on YouTube. So I hope you've enjoyed this afternoon. I thought it's gone on a little bit. Sorry for moaning and groaning, but I do think we've got to be a little bit careful about people's feelings sometimes. Not so much the people that have been doing it for a long time, like myself and some others, but very much the beginners who are trying these effects and want to do it. It's about being encouraging. If you don't like it, you don't have to say, just move on. Find something else that you do like. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. They're good, these paintings, because you can hang in, you know, landscape, portrait, whatever you feel really. So that's it from Norwich on a Saturday afternoon. I hope you're all well. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you all again. Take care. Over and out. Thank you very much.